Hi there, it's Almina. It's not my first time filming video, and it's not my even first year of filming videos, but each time when I come back to filming after a long break, or when I want to talk on the topic that I didn't talk on before, I feel stressed. And I have this idea of making a kind of a diary to share with you my way on becoming, because I feel like what is going on with me right now, it's a kind of something completely new that I didn't figure out yet, but I would really love to. And I'm making these, small tiny steps on my way to, and I want to share with you the steps and my way, let's say my path of figuring it out, because I think that maybe for some of you it can be helpful. I have this internal feeling, like inner feeling, that the changes are coming. But it's really hard to explain how it feels. Like, I would say that I have so much energy that I want to invest into something, that I'm in this, I would say kind of a peak of my mood that I would love to keep and to carry throughout my life. I do really love this. And for me, it's the result of working with a psychologist or working with my coach, and just the regular self-development, there are many people who talk about self-development, but no one really talks about what is self-development and how it's happening. For me, it's happening first of all through communication with people, friends around me, communication with my relatives, especially my family members, because they are very important for me. It happens through some insights on myself, like what am I doing, why am I doing something particular this way or in the other way, and so. And it happens through getting knowledge that helped me to see something new, or to see the world from the side that I didn't look at it before. Especially when we talk with my mom about, actually we talk on many different topics, but I think that the ones that are very eye-opening and insightful for me are the topics of relationship, because I do understand that I know just a little bit about relationships, especially in the family, like family building, relationship between partners, relationship with kids, and so and so. Like, I've never been in a long-standing relationship. I never had my personal family, but my mom did, and my mom does. So I ask her a lot about the way she and my dad operate, like what they do and how they live and how they handle different situations in their lives, different situations on their way. Like, there were many different, I was born when my mom was 23 and my dad was 33, so of course I don't remember like most part of their how you say this, like familyhood, is there this word? And I already existed during some like very important parts of their lives and parts of our family history, but I don't remember those. And when I ask my mom now about it, like, how did you go through it, how did you go through it, what did you experience, how was it, what did you do, and so, I get to know so many new things, and these ideas, these thoughts give me lots of let's say, give me lots of material to think about later. Like material, I mean, in terms of ideas and thoughts and so. So yeah, I think that for now, first of all, these changes are happening on the level of some inner work that I do with myself, on the level of the way I think, what I'm thinking, how I in general manage my thoughts, how I manage my my thoughts. I don't know what else. Like, I want to give an example, but I don't know what to take here as an example. One thing that is important for me and that I'm working on right now is finances, money. Everyone wants money. Okay, not everyone, but still. For a very long period of my life, I was like, money are not important. I don't want to chase anything just for money and so. Like, I was always talking about like money are not important. For me, what important is like experiences, etc., etc. But then finally I realized that to get what I want, and what I want is like experience, traveling, getting to know new people and so, I need money. If I want to go to another country, I need money on it, because flight tickets are expensive, accommodation is expensive, sometimes food, medical insurance, and many other things are expensive. So yes, I do need money for it, and turns out I need a lot of money for it. Yeah, I have talking about finances and financial goals, like why I'm talking about right now. Just about, I think, half an hour ago, I had a call with the girl who is financial consultant, and it was a cost dev interview for her, and for me it was just a very pleasant talk. So she asked me many questions about my financial goals, what do I want, what are my priorities and values, and so in terms of money, of course. And while answering her questions, I've realized that actually there are lots of going on in my head in terms of money. And for me, I figured out that I have, let's say, two main I would say goals in terms of finances. The first one is about me, like me, myself, and I want to build my own future. I want to like travel around the world. I want to have an opportunity to go to some events that are very exciting for me. Like, for example, I do really want to go to Coachella. I do want to go to Burning Man. I would love to go to at least one concert of like world pop star. I'm in love with like Beyonce. I know that Beyonce is having world tour right now, but I know that the queue for her tickets is about 15 million people, at least in Europe, and the world tour for Beyonce is North America and Europe. So here we go. Oh my god, yeah, but still, I do really want it, and of course it costs money. And this is the first side of my financial goals, and the other side is about my family. It's about the family that I was born in. And first of all, it's about my parents, because I understand that like, of course, for me, my parents, they are always young, and I look at my mom and it's like, sometimes I look at her, observe like what she's doing and how she's doing it, and I see a like very young girl in her, like the way she smiles, her eyes. And so the ways is the same as happening with my dad. Sometimes I look at him, especially when he's interested in something, like he's building something or anything. I look at him and I see a little boy who's very happy with what he's doing. But at the same time, from more rational part, let's say, I understand that my parents are not getting younger, whether I won't believe it or not, but this is happening. The same happens with everyone in this world. And I do understand that in years, like let's say in 10 years, maybe less, maybe more, they will need my help. And like maybe not only mine, but the help of their children. There are 4 of us. I have 3 brothers, 1 older and 2 youngers. But for example, younger brother, they are way younger than I am. So I do believe that in 5, maybe even 10 years, they won't have still a chance to support parents. So I will be one of those who will need to, I'm saying I need to, and like we will need to, but at the same time I understand that for me it's not about need. It's not like I have to help my family. It's more of that I want to help my family. I want to help my parents. I want to build and create this how you say this, I think it's called retirement. So I want my parents to be retired, and I want them not to worry about like if they need money or if they don't, like, and so and so. I think you know what I mean. So this is two parts these two parts of my financial goals, and we started to talk more on this topic, like what stops me right now, if I have any fears or anything. And I realized that yes, I do. I have I think that it's about self-confidence. I'm not sure. Like, on one side, when I'm talking about self-confidence, I talked about it with my psychologist, and I was like, okay, I think that I'm not, like, I have a lack of self-confidence. We started to talk about some particular topics, and she was like, okay, Almina, you don't have lack of self-confidence. You are a pretty confident person. If you wouldn't be confident, you wouldn't say this and that. And I was like, oh, really? Am I? I was really surprised by this. So now when I'm talking about lack of self-confidence in terms of particular things, I feel like, is it really lack of self-confidence, or is it something else? Because after this conversation that I had with my psychologist, I feel like I have self-confidence, but also like maybe it's something else, or maybe in this particular situation and on this particular topic I don't have the I don't know. Oh my gosh, the question of self-confidence is so complicated because it's so hard to, let's say, touch the self-confidence, to feel it. Because in terms of money, let's say you have a particular amount of money and that's it. In terms of self-confidence, you cannot measure it. So yeah. And what fear do I have? It's a very irrational fear. And even today, when I was talking about it, when we were discussing it, I was laughing, like, by my own, like, I know that it's a very irrational fear, but at the same time, this thing really holds me back. And there are many situations and times in my life when this fear comes up and I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So for example, right now I'm looking for a job. And for the last 2 weeks, I was on the peak of my mood. I was applying to different jobs. I was searching for new roles opening. I was looking at through new vacancies, and I was applying to it. And I was like, yes, it's gonna work out. Everything's great, working, and so and so. And just yesterday, this thought hit my mind, like, what if I find a job? What if my knowledge and my ideas, my skills are not needed in this world? Like, what if there is no company or no particular person that could need these skills and knowledge? And all of these thoughts, they are leading me to this fear that someday I will end up having nothing. You know, I imagined like I will be living on the streets, lying on I don't know, on the grass or something, you know, like when you have nothing to eat, nothing to wear, nowhere to live at, and so and so. And at some point, this fear was so strong that I've decided, okay, I want to share it with someone. And we talked with my mother, and I told her, like, you know, I have this fear, and I told her like this fear that I'm thinking that someday I will end up having nothing, being nowhere, and being no one. And my mom was laughing at it, and she was like, do you understand that, like, even if something bad happens, you can always come to us. You can always come to your, like, I can always come back to my home, to my parents' home. I can always live here. And so in fact, right now I live in my parents' house, and it's not because I'm like no one, nowhere, and I have nothing. No, just because I like it. I do really appreciate the fact that right now I have the opportunity to be with my family. And I'm like, okay, it does make sense that I'm not gonna end up in this situation, because I have people that I can that can help me. But still, these ideas are coming to my mind, like once per month, once per week, once per like some amount of time. I do have this fear that, oh my god, nothing's gonna work out, nothing. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And today when we were discussing this, like when I shared it with the financial consultant that I worked with, she said she suggested me to make one exercise. What it means: you take a piece of paper, every piece of paper, like anything you have, and you write down in every detail what is going to be the worst situation that you can be at, and like in every detail. Like, okay, you have a fear of like you have no place to live. Okay, write it down. Like, I have no place to live. I live on the streets. I sleep on the ground. I sleep on the grass, and so and so. You have a fear. You have a fear of like having nothing to wear. Okay, write it down. I have nothing to wear. Like, I have just, let's say, one t-shirt and that's it, and I have nothing else, and so and so. Write it down and then burn it. Like, just for your information, this is not the this is not about it, it's just the regular notes. And write it down and burn it, and look at it burning out, and all of your fears, all that you have written in there. And I'm going to do this exercise because it does feel like it can give some freedom, maybe. And also she mentioned that it may not work out from the first try, but if you feel like somehow it did, and maybe like you like the process, and so try for another time, try 2 times, try 3 times. For some people, like, they want to burn it out for like 5 times, or for some people they have so many fears, so many things holding them back, that they need to do it again and again and again, and it helps them. And she said that this thing works not only in terms of financial fears, but also in terms of any other fear that you have. Like, you have fear, write it down in every detail, what is the worst thing that can happen, and then burn it. I liked it. I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'm even gonna film myself, who knows. One more thing that we talked about was about me looking for a job right now. So I am applying to these jobs, and of course there are many rejection emails. And when I get a rejection, like for the first like, let's say 10-15 times, okay, maybe like for the first times when I got rejection emails, I was like, okay, like they had the right not to like me. But then when the amount of rejection emails gets higher and higher, again this thought's like, okay, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I am I don't have the skills, knowledge that the market needs right now, and so. And she knows about my situation. She knows like what skills I have and what do I not. She knows a lot about me. And she's like, okay, do you know about the success diary? And I was like, nope. Have no idea what it is. So the idea of success diary is that you take a notebook, whatever it is, like just a regular one, maybe a piece of paper, everything. This is my regular notebook, by the way, not a success diary. And you write down everything, every action that you did good, whatever it is. Is it about, like, for example, I entered the university, I graduated from university, I graduated from high school, I cooked like the meal that I couldn't cook for like a while. For example, I remember I tried to make blinchiki, like the Russian pancakes, and I could do it for like the first 2-3 times because it turned out to be something completely different, but not blинchiki. And like, okay, third, like fourth time I cooked it, and it turned out to be good, and so. And she was like, okay, like when you just start to make the success diary, you just write down everything that ever happened in your life, every detail, even the smallest ones. Like, okay, I woke up in like 7 a.m. when I usually wake up at like 9-10 a.m. or something like that. Okay, I did this 20 minutes walk or anything. Like, write it down, everything that you have, and then every day add to your success diary like 1, 2, 3 things that happened to you during the day that you did good. And this is also definitely the exercise, the practice that I'm going to do, because actually this is what I do on a, not on a regular basis, but sometimes I do, but I just don't write it down. Sometimes when I before going to sleep, I can just, lay down already ready to fall asleep, and I can think, okay, what could happen during the day? What did I do? And I'm like, okay, so I managed really well some project at my work, or okay, I could not react on someone trying to offend me, or for example, I finally cooked something that is very hard to cook, or like something new for me. And every little detail, just write it down. And this is the practice that is called success diary. So I'm definitely gonna do this 2 particular things. There were 2 more things that we discussed, but I see that I already have 20 minutes of talking, and I'm not sure that there are people who will listen to more than 20 minutes of me talking. So so I think that for now I should stop. And I do really hope that this video was useful for some of you. I will try my best to share more with you my thoughts and ideas, because I do see and feel that there are people who are watching, there are people who are interested in what I'm sharing, and I'm really thankful for you, for your interest and for your support. Thank you so much. I hope this video was thankful for you. If it's not, if it's not, oh my god. If it was, of course, don't forget to put a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I do really hope to see you on my next video. See you. Bye.